have a problem with this. Now, first of all, where's the black dude with the white girl? I have a problem with this. Now, first of all, where's the black dude with the white girl? First of all, we started that, all right? Black dudes had been messing with white girls for a long time, and that's half the reason why you motherfuckers do this in the first place, because we were the ones that kind of abandoned you. I get that. Where's girls for a long time, and that's half the reason why you motherfuckers do this in the first place, because we were the ones that kind of abandoned you. I get that. Where's the black dude with the white girl?
Guys, as you could see by the title, I'm going to talk about divestment. When we talk about black women, divesting means like being open for interracial dating or not having black men as an option when it comes to dating. And there was a guy on my Instagram DMs. I don't know if he understands German and he just thinks that I'm not a German, because on my Instagram, and then we go to the topic, but a little background story. On my Instagram, I talk both German and English. I'm a black German woman. I'm German. I live in Germany. I was born here, grew up here, all of that. But I'm also able to speak, speak and talk is the same actually. Write in English, everything, no problem. It's almost like my second first language. So people get confused, especially because I'm black. Until this day, Germans are surprised that I'm German. But anyway, guys, there's a guy, he claimed, and I'm going to blend in his text, his DM, and he was like, he's confused that I'm still talking about black men, although I say I'm divested. And because I don't know, a feeling is telling me that it's not a white man. Like, this man claims to be a white Russian man, and he said he's confused when I'm divested. And I never said that I'm divested, but okay, he just claims that I'm divested only because I'm telling black women to keep their options open to other races of men. But okay, I never said I'm divested, but he just said I'm divested. And when I'm divested, why do I still care about black men? Why do I still talk about black men? And I mainly talk and produce videos on my German channel. I want to do this on my English channel, like talking with you about this, guys, because on my German channel I said a lot of times why I'm doing these videos, talking about the black community and the dynamics, talking about black male pathology, their psychology, and so on. And I don't only talk about black men in the black community, I also talk about black women's psychology, because, and now we get to the point, I talk about all of that because I want black women to open their eyes to know the truth so they can make a better decision for themselves, because of the narcissism, of the collective narcissism we experience in the black community. It's so hard to see everything clear, and I want black women to wake up, to be brave, to break out of this emotional abusive relationship we experience in the black community, we experience with black men, the narcissistic abuse, because like I said, the black community, we live in a collective narcissism, and this is in centuries, and it's so hard to break out of it. And I only, like, my eyes got open because of African American women, you know, and because I'm able to understand English, that's how they could reach me. And I feel because I know now, I know all of the facts, I feel responsible, and I feel like I should do it in the German speaking, like for German speaking black people. And that's the only reason. I don't care about black men. I don't have any hope that they would change, or that the black community would change their aggressive attitude towards black women, dark skin or brown skin, monoracial black women. I don't have hope for black people as a whole. But my aim is for black women to be free, to be happy, and to, like me, feel like enlightened. Is it the right word? Feel like they see the truth, they realize it, and then they decide to that self-respect is the first priority, because you cannot do that as a black woman. You cannot do that you're in a black community, that you scream Black Lives Matter and still have your self-respect. That's not possible. The black community and black men don't respect or value black women like me, who are dark-skinned and monoracial or brown-skinned. That's why I do these videos. How do you want to solve a problem when you don't even see where's the problem, when you don't even notice there is any problem and what you can do? That's the first step. You acknowledge there's a problem, then you identify the problem, and then you decide what you want, what are your priorities, and through that you can work on your aims, you can work on your goals, you can see what you want and how you can reach your goals. That's why I talk about it. I don't talk about it because I'm obsessed with black men, or I hate black men, or I want to bash them, or I'm jealous. I'm not jealous at all. I don't talk, I don't have many videos in English, but so you can see how my mentality is a bit. I follow Cynthia G. She's the main motivation why I do these videos in German, and in the German language. Or Chrissy, she talks a lot about colorism. She's a dark-skinned black woman as me. Or the pink pill, and so on. It's not me being like obsessed or having hate. I'd say I have like what I'm doing, like criticizing the black community, talking about the facts, the psychological facts, holding black men and the black community accountable. And the black community is black men and the preferences as well, next to black women, because for me, we all know who is black, but because we live in a black male worshiping culture, we accept the fact that black men want to claim everyone with one drop of black blood as black, and they say, yeah, when you got a black father, that means you're black. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid as fuck. But because we live in a black man worshiping culture, we allow that. Anyway, I would say it's a much more higher sign of love when you criticize someone and you want to motivate someone to better themselves, to have a personality development. That's a much more bigger sign of love than not holding black men or the black community accountable, having a blind eye on it, and just letting them cross more boundaries and more boundaries. And like that, when they can do everything without any consequences, then they won't have any ambition to better themselves. And that's not love. That's not love. I think people think I'm bashing, and so I'm a bitter, angry, jealous black woman. I'm not divested, even though I never said I'm divested, but okay. But I see why this man who claims to be a white Russian man, but I don't believe it. I think it's secretly maybe a black man or a black male worshipping woman, black woman. Like, I don't really believe him. Some of my feeling is telling me that he's lying. But whoever that is, that's why I do this video once and for all, so everyone understands this. I already said it so many times on my German channel, and I mainly produce videos in German because there are already some channels in English, in the English language, who talk about it, but I never saw in the German language videos about it, like saying it directly and clearly what is happening in the black community psychological wise. I talk about it so black women see the truth, they can wake up, they can heal each other. In the comments, we heal each other, we boost each other's self-esteem, because black women got a big problem with self-esteem, and I mainly care about black women being happy, and I do that through the first step, which is acknowledging black male pathology, acknowledging the sickness and the poison in the black community. So we can acknowledge that, and then we can better ourselves. Because when we don't acknowledge that, why should we have any ambition to change something from our behavior as black women? Because black women helped that the narcissism and arrogance of black men could grow. We helped with that. We are not helping black men or ourselves or the black community by cuddling black men and not holding anyone accountable. And even though we don't get any resources or protection or respect, and even get bullied and abused in every type of way you can imagine, and we still support them as nothing happens, or as if black men are productive, and then of course they won't have any ambition to change themselves, and they will cross the boundaries. And it will self-esteem. Black women got a big problem with self-esteem. Of course, black men too, but my main focus is on black women. And I only talk about those things not because I bash black men. And like I told you, like what I'm doing, criticizing them and holding them accountable, that's a bigger sign of love than doing nothing. Because what does it give black men if we cuddle them and treat them like babies and play mammies? That's the only reason. Sorry, there was my computer. That's the only reason. If you could hear that noise. Yeah, I don't know if you could hear it. Anyway, that's the only reason. Don't get it twisted. And I never said, yeah, black women never ever date black men. Like, it's logical that, oh my God, what is happening with my computer? It's logical that not every single black man is exactly the same. But there's a majority of black men who have the same type of behavior, so I don't have to make any disclaimers, when I talk like on a general basis, then it's the majority, of course, so I don't have to give any disclaimers, then that's on that. And that's on that. And who I am personally dating is none of your business. I'm just talking about my opinion. And I'm not here to prove anyone. I know exactly who I am and what I want. But just for your understanding and just to make it clear once and for all, I'll only do this video once because I actually don't produce many videos in English. I'm just in English, like on my Instagram and so on, but I don't really produce YouTube videos in English. I mainly focus on Germany. Just to make it clear, I'm not bashing, and I don't care even. Like I said on my German channel, I don't care if you feel personally attacked. You can take it how you want it. You can call me whatever you want. I know what I'm talking about, and I know who I am and what I want. And I told you that right now, so don't get it twisted. And my platform is mainly for black women. Of course, it's public and so on, but I want to reach black women. I want black women to be happy. And if you don't agree with the way I'm doing it, then move on. But now I'm just saying it so it's clear for y'all why I'm talking about black man pathology. I'm not talking about them because I care about them or something, or I care about their preferences, or I'm jealous. Like, I couldn't care less. I'm even laughing sometimes because I think their ways and their behavior and their history is pathetic. It's sad, but it's pathetic, and I don't take black men seriously. Like Cynthia G said, we need to divorce ourselves from black men's opinion as black women, because when they open their mouths, they don't do anything than talking lies and manipulating black women. That's it. They are just using black women. They don't love us, nothing. They don't care. We are their mothers, sisters. They don't care. So, black women, you shouldn't care as well. You shouldn't care as well. What do you think? I have this platform to talk about those things, but what do you think I'm doing in my day-to-day life? Do you think I'm going around when I see a black man with his preferences, or when I see a black man in general, that I don't know, that I search an argument? I don't care. I ignore them. I live my life, But I just had the feeling I have to do the platform to support my African American sisters. I love you so much, really. Like, African American women are trendsetters, first of all, for the whole world. And second of all, African American women are the main reason why I feel confident in my blackness, in my monoracial, dark-skinned black womanness. Can you call it like this? And why I feel confident at all. They are the main reason. I don't know where I would be without them. Without them making an effort, being brave, and do these platforms. Yeah, now I've been talking so much, but you got the point. But if you still think I'm desperate for black men, or I'm jealous of them and their preferences or something like this, then I don't care, because I know who I am, and I really don't care about you, or I'm not here to prove your point. I'm here for Black women, so they wake up, that we boost each other's self-esteem, that we build our own community as dark skin, especially as dark skin Black women or brown skin Black women. We are the only people we could rely on, but not even everyone, because between us there's still tension, especially through colorism. That's why I never mention light skin Black women, because I cannot, humans in general are selfish, and if they benefit, when a system is beneficial for you, then you don't care about others. You just want to ignore it. It's the same with racist white people. When we talk with them, about racism, they don't see any problem as well. Of course, they don't see any problem, because they profit from racism, and they don't really want to change it. They don't want to lose their dominance. Yeah, guys. At the end of the day, divesting, but still, like I said in my German videos, of course, when you date interracial, don't do that and have Black men still in your head. I won't date a white or Asian man or Arabic man or whatever, and then talk with him about Black men the whole day. What do you think I'm doing? And I recommend Black women as well, like, heal at first before you go into a relationship, and think about your priorities straight. Know what you want, and be aware of the dynamics in the Black community. Be aware about racism, and you will find the right man. You will, when it's a white man or whatever, a non-Black man, when he's not educated yet about racism, then you have to look out about his character. Maybe that he has a character, he's humble, and he's open to learn, that he has this at least. So, and based on that, that you can work on your relationship, that he knows and understands your position as a Black woman. And as Black people, it's not our task to teach non-Black people about anti-Black racism, because it's really traumatizing talking about that. Look out for that. Don't, at the end of the day, you live for yourself. You don't live to prove anything to anybody. When you as a Black woman date interracially, just to prove a point to the Black community or Black men, then you didn't understand it. Then you didn't understand what I'm talking about, or some Black women already talk about what's happening in the community. It's like on an individual basis. When you break up with a narcissist, don't date someone else to prove something for them. You divested, or you left the situation for a good reason, because you respect yourself. You don't want to be abused. So why should be your head still in the Black community or with Black men? I just say, be aware of the dynamics. Know your position as a Black woman. Only because you date now a non-Black man doesn't mean it makes you less Black. You're still a Black woman. Be aware. But don't try to prove anything to anybody. Then it just means you're still insecure, you still don't have self-esteem, and the worship mentality you had for Black men, you just do the same with a non-Black man. That means you have a main problem you didn't solve, and it won't solve only because you changed the race of men you date. That's what I was saying on my German channel. Like I said, I understand it. I talk a lot of English. I write a lot of English on my Instagram. But for the English-speaking people who don't understand German, just to make it clear, I'm not my mission is not to bash anybody on purpose. But like I said, I'm a little troll, and I actually don't care if you feel personally attacked. Take what I'm saying how you want. I don't care. I know what I'm talking about at the end of the day. And Black women really, divestment means actually, it means it's not only you leave the Blackistan, it's also you look into yourself, because when you look back on an individual basis, when you got trapped into a toxic relationship, you're not innocent, and you also had your inner problems, like maybe you was the person who was codependent, or is codependent, insecure, emotionally dependent on someone, that you cannot live alone, that you have inner problems. Maybe you got daddy or mommy issues, or you lack self-confidence or self-trust, especially self-trust. Work on yourself and heal. In general, heal before you go to the next relationship. When you date non-black men, don't have black men in your head. Why? You left Blackistan for a reason. Why? Because you don't want to be abused and you respect yourself. Then when you still got black men in your head all day, talk. The best thing even is to talk with your non-black partner about black men the whole day. Then it means you really didn't understand what it's about. It's not about like getting in competition with black men, because when you have this mindset, it means you're not better than the black men, and that's a lot of them. You're not better than the black men who say I date white women because black women are this or that. Then you're not better than them. And black women, I know we can do better than this, and we are not here for competition. I'm not here for competition. I want black women to focus on themselves, because at the end of the day, you cannot change anyone. People change for themselves. People change when they see on their own a sense of changing and when they benefit from it. Everyone. Me too. I just changed when I realized I don't want to attract the same type of man all over again, like with the same characteristics, like using me or being abusive or toxic and so on. I was sick and tired of it. So I saw a purpose in changing myself, even though it was hard and painful. Also, to acknowledge uncomfortable truths about myself, about my personality, what I need to change, or what are my inner struggles and my complexes and so on, my toxic traits. But I knew it was worth it because I was sick and tired. Because how a quote is saying, when you do the same things and expect when you do the same things, when you behave the same way and expect other results, then you're crazy, then you're delusional. So I decided, because I could benefit from it, and it's a selfish decision and it's normal, like selfishness is not always bad. Then I was like, I need to change. I don't want to attract the same type of men. And I did it for myself and not to prove something. Then, because when you do things, change things in your life just to prove to someone else something, your worth, then you didn't understand the problem. And getting attention from black guys is not a badge of honor. Why do you want to have validation from them? Why? They hate you. Like, black men don't like themselves, so they don't like you. So what? So what? That's divestment. To answer the man's question, and he also said at the end, yeah, I don't see, what did he say? I don't know. It's something that it's not worth it and so on. Like I said, I'm not here to try to change black men. I know it's not possible. They will only have maybe, because I believe we live in collective narcissism, and narcissistic personality disorder cannot be healed. So I believe that black men and the black community will never change their attitude, especially towards black women. So I only focus on black women changing themselves. So now we get to what I wanted to say. Black men will never have any type of ambition when black women still worship them and don't respect themselves and have consequences. Not doing the consequences to change black men, the consequences will automatically be there by deciding to prioritize ourselves, because we don't prioritize ourselves, black women, and we have a big problem with the lack of self-esteem. And when that changes, because we want to change for ourselves to be happy, because obviously in Blackistan, black women are not happy, then something will change. Black men will lose our support, because when we see how they treat us and what they did historically wise, and having in mind that we want to respect ourselves, then it will lead to not supporting them. And that's on that. That's just the truth. And then they will see, oh, black women don't support us anymore. Maybe we need to change something. That's the same what white men did, like with feminism. Like they allowed their women to have feminism and so on because they know they need their women to stay in power. And why? Because women birth the human. Was it right English? Because women birth humans, women birth men, and they birth women, so so the women when they are adults can birth other humans, be it men and women. Men need women. And that's on that. Men need women to exist, and that's what all the other races understood. Okay, we can see, like, because men have a god complex, we can see the consequences, for example, in the East Asian countries where the man has had the god complex, like many men, no matter which race or ethnicity. They see the consequences now, and now they try everything so their women birth them like the men, because you need women to birth men and women like humans. So and that's what, for example, the white man understood. He needs his woman to stay in power, and that's on that. I'm just saying it because that's the logical result of everything. I'm not saying it because I have hope that black men or the black community as a whole will change, or that black people will ever unite and succeed and be successful when it comes to economic power or political power, so the children and women of the community can have protection. I don't think that will happen. Maybe, you never know. I cannot look into the future, but I think I will not see the day anymore when something like that would happen. I really genuinely don't think black people will ever change the situation. I don't think that. I just say all these things so black women can understand in which situation we are, and then they can decide for themselves if they stay in Blackistan or not. Because I really hope for black women to divest, and that's divestment. When you for yourself prioritize yourself, learn to respect yourself, then automatically, based on the facts, I was saying, based on the facts, and I don't want to point everything of them out. Follow Cynthia G, follow Chrissy, the Pink Pill, Paris, Milan, follow all of these women, black women. Based on the facts, when it comes to the black community, black people, black man psychology, black woman psychology, and all the people involved in the black community, even though they're not black. Anyway, black women, when you want to be happy and respect yourself, then you will leave Blackistan, you will leave the black community behind, and you will stop supporting Black Lives Matter, you will stop supporting black men and their music careers or whatever they do, you will stop supporting black male celebrities, you will hold other black women who are mammies accountable. But when mammies want to stay mammies, then leave them behind, because they're toxic and will bring you down emotionally, will kill your vibes. I don't say now fight other black women, of course not. I really want to respect every black woman I see. When I'm on the streets, I smile at every black woman I see. But we have a big problem with a lack of self-esteem and with self-hate, and I know where it's coming from. I don't say I'm perfect, I just understand where it's coming from, because I'm a black woman myself. What the fuck? And but we really need to leave the people who don't want to change and who work against themselves without knowing it. We need to leave them behind. And we need to learn to love ourselves, and based on that, loving and respecting and prioritizing ourselves, which is totally normal and healthy, and that's what everybody else is doing. By doing that, based on that, we can move on and be happy in life. Based on that, there should be our decisions we make. Yeah, there was a long video about divestment and to answer why I'm still talking about that. And like I said, when people don't like how I want to reach my goals, and I told you several times what my main goal is, doing these videos, then it's not my problem, because I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I want to do and who I am and why I'm doing these things. I hope I could make it clear once and for all. That was the only first and only time I talk about it. Maybe there will be other videos talking about divestment or relationships and so on. But like I said, it's all based, but how can you know? Like, my German speaking viewers will know, but people who don't understand German, I said it several times, like, I do it to make black women happy, and if you don't like the ways, then it's really not my problem. I'm not here to prove myself to anyone. I know what I'm talking about. So, and I have a clear mind. I have a logical. I don't. I know I can make logical conclusions and connections to what I'm saying. Like the women I mentioned, follow them: Cynthia G, Paris Milan, Chrissy, the Pink Pill. I hope I didn't forget anyone. But yeah, I hope my message could go through. I hope you guys understood it once and for all. I said the first time in English here, and I want to say it the last time. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Maybe in the future I will talk more about divestment. No, that wasn't the thing. The thing I wanted to say was I'm not an expert. I didn't study psychology. I didn't study racism. I'm not the racism or psychology expert, but I'm really interested into those topics. And when I got the possibility, maybe I will study those things like psychology and all of that. It's all based on my life experience. My opinion is based on the truth, on facts, and on logical thinking, in my opinion at least. Make up your own opinion, but like I said, I know who I am, I know what I want and what I say, and if you don't like it, then don't watch me and don't follow me. And another reason why I don't really trust this person who wrote me, who claimed to be a white Russian man, he follows a person who followed me, and that's like anonymous. I hope I did spell the word right. Anonymous, like unknown profiles, like undercover profiles. Like, some people got these profiles where they just want to stalk people without being identified. I never understood that type of behavior. I never did that. I understand why you do that, like, honestly, but whatever. So I don't trust it. This person who wrote me follows a person who was watching me and was following me. I don't trust it. There's some people who knows who they really are, but he claimed to be a white Russian man, but if it's true, I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's not important, because I wanted to make it clear what I think about divestment and so on. What's the point of doing these videos? And I don't care about black men or the black community or their preferences. I couldn't care less, and I'm not jealous or something, but think what you want. Anyway, guys, I want to come to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching and for listening. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And when you subscribe, please don't forget to click on the bell so you get every notification. But like I said, don't post so much on my English channel, maybe doing re-uploads, because at first I only had one YouTube channel and I started in English, but then when I especially got aware of the topics like about the black community and the dynamics and so on, then I decided to do it in German, because in the German space I never saw a black person talking brutally honest about everything. Well, I don't even think I'm brutally honest. Yeah, and anyway, that I decided to do two separate channels, but I really focus on my German channel. But if you have requests, is it the right word? But if you have any suggestions, guys, my English, okay? When you have any video ideas or topic you want to talk about, DM me on my Instagram, no problem. and then I can talk about it in English, but like I said, I focus on my German channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the notification bell, comment, and share my video. So, thank you so much, like I said, and I see you next time. Bye!